with both hands.
Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Bogut after the basket by Timothy Mozgov.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone down.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Azili comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And Cleveland making a change here. Varejão's checked in. Now here's Williams. Kicks to Varejão. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejão. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before. Signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up. Then only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron. Jefferson attacking. Good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a room like that off the pick. You have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed on a follow just like he got there.
And Williams, here we go. They get it back, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And, Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about
it. Smith for 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from deep. Here's Spates. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Williams passes to Jefferson. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear for...
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big 3 along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. Curry. Another miss by Curry.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Love with the screen on Thompson. From 20 feet out. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut with a clean look, and that misses. That would have put him up. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Irving kicks to James. Barnes grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Thompson with the bucket.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. Irving kicks to James. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Outside Curry. To the wing on the left. Second shot opportunity. And Spates with the basket on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 1. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. From 12 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for Timofey Mozgov. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he gets it to go.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. For the three, no good. Nice D from Williams. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Verajao setting the pick for Williams. Inside. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Livingston. Spades dishes to Curry. Nice D from Williams.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Curry. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. J.R. Smith on the wing. No good from outside. Greg on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game at Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Smith missing again.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter-oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
Outside Williams. Feeds it to Thompson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important.
Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible. In a pretty tough.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 14 points and 4 assists. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the 1.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever. And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact. 1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Shumpert passes to James. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Curry's got 16.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Passes it to Love. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Barnes kicks to Bogut from deep three-point range. And it's Green missing. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark would see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
They get it again.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
That one goes. Count it. Mozgov's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch. Just more of the same.
LeBron against Curry. Out to Shumpert. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Green the pass to Thompson. Shumpert with some nice D. For Cleveland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And it's sent back by Bogut. And it's the Warriors on the break. Bogut with the ball. The Cavaliers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Shoots. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And here's Barnes for 3, and that is good. Barnes has got 5 now.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
The drive by Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 6 assists in the game. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the
floor. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Clay. Irving drives in, and that one's good. Irving's got 17.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Here's Green. Cavaliers with the rebound. Irving's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Smith outside from downtown. Cleveland the rebound. Thompson blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead. The Warriors shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Livingston, no luck.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
A baseline J, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's
And the final period of play just about to start. Warriors trail by 8. Filling out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. Maurice Spates out there with Bogut, and it's Curry in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Dellavedova. Six to shoot. 9 feet out, and it's blocked by Curry, and he recovers it. They get it back. Good.
Hey, kid, you ready?
6 points for Kevin Love.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Curry's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Shumpert kicks to Love. And the layup's good off the glass. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Mozgov. That one off the back iron and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love. Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot!
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Mozgov, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry outside. And it's out of bounds.